Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. The borderline personality disordered female and their chronic feelings of emptiness and boredom. Now, a lot of people get bored. A lot of people wonder what they should do. You know, should I read a book? Should I pick up a bike? Should I pick up a painting brush? What should I do? Well, a lot of people generally, they want to increase their life. They want to increase their talents, so they'll try their hand at new things. But they, generally don't feel a stress that they don't have enough hobbies. Generally they feel like they want to enrich their life, or they're just happy enough, to be entertained. Well, not so much with the personality disordered borderline female. They are really generally plagued by an inner feeling of emptiness, which means they feel oftentimes that they are without, even though there's an abundance in their life and in their environment. They might have a great marriage or a marriage. A great marriage meaning to a spouse who has accepted them for who they are. And, this is generally going to be their closest person in their life, because this person is able to handle and weather all the various sort of episodes that they come up with, and their various emotions and their anger outbursts and their condescension and their mistreatment. Basically, they're kind of like the whipping post for these people, the whipping boy. But yet the people who stay with these are real, the people who stay with the borderline females, they are like real troopers. I mean, they really, are a special type of person who can stay with these people and deal with their dramatic mood swings and their up and downs and their perpetual kind of chaotic or, hyper scheduling and hyper go sort of lifestyle. And, for them, maybe it picks up a void in their life where maybe this person is extremely laid back, or really isn't sort of, really isn't really distraught by much. Like, if they're really not affected by much, and so no matter what this borderline person does, they really generally don't feel affected by them too much. It just does not bother them. But the chronic feelings of emptiness cause a borderline to do a number of different things in terms of impulsivity, overspending. They're feeling like, I think that they, even though they have a tremendous amount in their life, a family, a home, material goods, trips, a lot of groups and things, I think they're really underneath, they don't feel satisfied within their accomplishments, and I think they're plagued by constantly feeling like they never have enough, or they haven't done good enough, or constantly living in fear of the worst case scenario. So I really think that a chronic lack of emptiness creates a chronic sort of discontent within these people. And within that chronic discontent becomes, a lot of mood swings and, a lot of lashing out on people in their environment. And, a lot of people would just say kind of like a superficiality to their relationships. I mean, they're just like, oh yeah, good to see you. How are things? Okay, and it's just like they really don't really care. So it seems like it's marked by a lot of superficiality. So if you feel kind of like ignored or put off by them, that's generally because of that lack of that hollowness that they really kind of, I think, possess within them. And it's very sad to be around these people, because they really tend to mistreat others, and they really tend to project out a lot of their feeling of emptiness onto other people. So projection basically means where somebody takes an external feeling and kind of projects it on the outside, or pushes it on the outside, so someone else outside of them or something is meant to feel that and express that for them, rather than them dealing with the process within. So for example, if you liken it to this, if you've ever seen a woman who is, like, let's just say for example, traveling on a train, and she's got 4 or 5 young kids, okay, and she travels on that train with a big ruler in her hands, and she's feeling, very angry, upset, and kind of out of control. So she's just, even though the kids are not misbehaving whatsoever, they have not done anything wrong, they are sitting like perfect angels, she's just whacking them and making them cry and making them feel sad and making them feel bad about themselves and making them depressed so that they can't enjoy that train ride. It's kind of like what projection is. They kind of project out this negativity onto others who don't possess that same feeling, and then they create that negative feeling within that person by their lashing out and behaviors. The other thing is, a same thing very typical of the borderline is a suspiciousness. So constantly, being suspicious rather than validating somebody or what they have or what they've accomplished. And even if it's something positive, the suspiciousness is very constant and it's very chronic. So it's kind of like, oh, so did you get an A? Like, well, who are you to, the kind of background mindset is like, well, who are you to think that you should be getting an A? And like, I bet it was just easy. I bet it was just handed out to you. Or, oh, is that new? Rather than like, oh, I like, those glasses, or I like, this and this, your car. Oh, is that new? I mean, it's constantly a suspicion. Like, where did you get this? Why do you like this? Everything is always under question. Everything is always under scrutiny. Everything is always kind of not perceived in a sort of positive way. There's an emptiness that's like lashed out, that's kind of a chronic situation. So if you experience this from the borderline female, just really seek to protect yourself and realize that, you have the right to a feeling of warmth and joy and humility and love and affection in your life. And if you're not receiving that from this person and it's destroying you, well, hopefully this will at least help you identify the cause and maybe the solution. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos are helping you. If so, please share, please subscribe to people in need, and please stay tuned for more videos for discussions, tools, and support.